G'day and welcome back to Higgo's Heroes for the second episode of this year. Our hero this week is Nick Suban. How are you, mate?
I'm good, Brock. How are you? Can I call you Brock or is it Kuda? Or what do I call you?
Just Brock's fine, mate.
Okay.
Brock or Higgo or Kuda, I don't care. I'm good, mate. Now, we'll start off with a pretty hard sort of question, a bit of a life question. Okay. How was your transition from AFL back into the normal world? How'd you find it?
Yeah. It's tough, the normal world, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't too bad. I had a bit of time off just to sort of see where my life was heading.
Just a bit?
Just a bit. I think it was about 3 months, three or 4 months. And yeah, just sort of chilled out with my young family and figured out what I wanted to do, and was lucky enough to get an offer as an insurance broker in Osborne Park, and yeah, obviously signed here at South, so got a job and kept playing footy, and that was it. So it was pretty easy, to be honest.
Beautiful. Sounds easy. What do you miss about AFL and what don't you miss?
There's a lot I don't miss. I don't miss the meetings. They're pretty bad. And probably just the constant, you have to constantly be on, you have to watch what you eat, drink, sleep, everything. So now being in the normal real world, I don't have to watch that as much, which is good, as you can tell.
Mate, I'm not one to criticise anyone about their weight. And what do you miss about the AFL?
Oh, I suppose it's just the game day sort of stuff, running out in front of the big crowds. That's probably the biggest thing. But other than that, not a hell of a lot. I'm enjoying my time away, Brock.
It's great. It's great. Now, you touched on your working situation. You want to give yourself a little plug here, mate? Now's the opportunity. This will go out to thousands of people. It'll go viral.
Is this the biggest show on YouTube? I've heard it's one of the biggest shows on YouTube.
It gets up there. We get sometimes 100 viewers.
Okay. Well, to the 100 viewers out there, I'm an insurance broker, so I work at a company called Unity Insurance Brokers in Osborne Park, and yeah, we do all types of insurance for businesses and things like that. So I'm sure you'll give me a call.
I'll have to give you a call to insure the old trailer.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I can help you out for sure.
Now, mate, this one's another hard-hitting question. Why the Bulldogs? What made you come here? I'm sure you had a lot of clubs after you. Why did you just choose us?
Oh, look, there's a number of reasons. Probably the biggest one, or the biggest few, was my relationship with Todd. Todd was at Freo when I first got drafted to Freo, and I just knew that he was a really good guy, really great coach, and didn't really treat the game too seriously, was pretty cruisy, but also had a serious side as well. So he was probably the #1 factor. I live just around the corner, so that was also pretty handy. And obviously just being amongst a group that's been contending for the last couple of years was also a big factor as well. So, yeah, hopefully we can go a couple steps further this year. And, yeah, that was probably the biggest reasons.
Now, you pretty much preluded to the next question here. I think you might have read my notes here. But what was Todd like back at the Dockers? Is he similar, or is he... he can be pretty serious here, and he can get pretty charged up. Was he a bit more mellow at the Dockers, or...?
Yeah, well, he was an assistant coach, so he didn't really get too fired up. It was mainly the senior coach. But yeah, when I was at Freo, he was... I think he was development coach for a while and did sort of rotations on the bench and stuff. So he was pretty cruisy, like he is now, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Better not say too many bad things.
I've just seen him walk out, so we probably have to start training soon, don't we?
No, soon, mate. We'll get through these. Now, when you're at the Dockers, did you manage your own social media accounts?
No, I did. Yes, of course. I don't post a hell of a lot, mate. I don't know if you would know, but there's not much out there.
Oh, I know of a page called Nick Suban, and I just want to know where that came from, or do you know who created it?
I've got no idea, but clearly it's someone out there that's got too much time on their hands. Higgo. And likes taking the piss out of me. So
it's a great page for anyone who wants to get out there.
We just saw a clip last week, I think it was. Yeah. So apparently I've won a couple of Brownlows and best and fairest and whatnot.
You've never been caught holding the ball
Never
either.
been caught holding the ball. AFL level obviously got caught a lot, which, we move on from that. But not too bad this year, Brock.
Now, you're originally from Melbourne.
Yep.
Who'd you barrack for growing up?
I was a Saints man.
Oh, loser.
Yeah. So my favourite player was Robert Harvey. So yours obviously was Kuda.
Yeah.
Mine was Robert Harvey. So 2 Brownlows, mate. He's one of the best runners in the game.
Kuda was cut down in his prime with a knee injury, I think.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, probably would have won a Brownlow.
Flags. Rob Harvey didn't get any flags, unfortunately. But
that's because he plays for the Saints, mate.
Saints, yeah, they are struggling.
Now,
been struggling for a while.
When you first came over here, who was your first roommate that wasn't like a club parent sort of thing?
So I lived with Gary Ibbotson.
Yeah.
and a guy named Riley Dunn, who used to play at East Freo. They were my 2 housemates.
Any good stories, or what would they like to live with?
No, they were good. Yeah, no, pretty cruisy house. Yeah, we were all single, which was good fun. But not too many stories that's suitable for the camera. Higgo, or for the 100 viewers out there.
Yeah, it's massive. They get a good following, a little cult following. What about the weirdest bloke at Freo that you played with?
God. Can I say?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go
Jesus,
for it.
The weirdest. Oh, God. You've put me on the spot here. Oh.
The weirdest or most annoying or strangest habit?
Hayden Ballantyne's the most annoying.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, I'd probably say Hayden. He's not weird, but he's just annoying, as people know. What he's like on the field is what he's like off the field.
Yeah, okay.
A little shit.
What about at South? Anyone weird or annoying?
You're pretty annoying.
Besides
Do
me,
most people
mate.
say that?
No, most people say I'm pretty clever.
Clever as well. We'll go with that. Annoying. Weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, Hamsy's just because he's... Well,
Everyone
gets into Ash and he's small. He doesn't leave the forward 50.
He's small.
He does his own thing. He runs his own game plan. So, yeah, probably Ashton.
Definitely Ash. And what about Ross Lyon? What was he like?
Oh,
was he
how long you got?
Cruel or kind to you?
Oh, look, he was cruel and kind, I suppose. Look, everyone knows he's a hard man. His attention to detail is right up there with coaches. But yeah, he's a bit different. But look, he's obviously a great coach, and he's chasing that flag. So good luck to him. And yeah, he's a good
Ross,
coach,
Ross
but
the boss.
he's Ross the boss. Yes.
What about footy trips, mate? Were you guys allowed to go on footy trips when you were at Fremantle? And if so, where was the best place you went?
We went on 2. The best one I went on, well, there's only 2, so was in Queenstown, New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about Queenstown.
It's a great spot. Lots of places to go out. Lots of good food, Brock,
Yeah.
which...
Me and you'll be happy.
Yeah, very happy. So yeah, Queenstown.
Queenstown, yeah. No, we were thinking about that a few years ago, but we chose Bali.
Yeah, I'd probably stick with Bali too. It's a long way to go. Like we flew from here to Brisbane to somewhere else and then somewhere else. It's too far, Brock.
Now, mate, this is the last couple of questions.
Yep.
Now, what's better, winning a WAFL Grand Final or playing in a losing AFL Grand Final?
Jeez, probably winning a WAFL Grand Final, I'd say.
Yeah.
Losing an AFL Grand Final probably wasn't the best day I've ever been a part of.
Did the day start out good?
Day started great. Woke up, and was on top of the world. But by 6 o'clock that evening, it wasn't a great day. And I don't remember a hell of a lot from that game, to be honest. I've pushed that aside and moved on.
What about, would you prefer playing in a WAFL Grand Final for Peel or Claremont?
Oh, I'd have to say Peel. I've got 2 at Peel, so no, I know Cam Shepherd very well down at Peel Thunder, so
Good man, Shep.
I'd have to say Peel. Yeah, Shep's a good man.
Now, what about this week? Key to beating Subi. You've done it twice in grand finals recently. Any advice for us?
Yeah, look, obviously they're a formidable outfit and a really great side, and I think we just need to bring really good effort and just stick to the game plan and just keep it simple. That's the basic.
All the basic things.
All the basic things. All the
Don't want to give too much away.
Straight bat, mate. All the sort of coaches' lines. We'll just stick with those. But it should be a good challenge. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a ripper this week. And that's all we have time for tonight. Thanks for coming out.
Mate,
killed it.
It was unbelievable. Hopefully we get more than 100.
We'll get, I reckon, 2 or 3.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks for having me, mate.
Cheers.